Mama I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Mama yenye show no is the afternoon show on Loud Silence TV. All right, our first story no is this. And there Press Freedom Day. Now Press Freedom Day no. Let me move to the side. Now making some space here. Press Freedom Day. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah akasa afa Press Freedom Day. People watching me across the world, especially in Ghana, Moshemi Enyumreno. World Press Freedom Day. Government appreciates media role in national development. The Information Minister Kojo Oppong Nkrumah ese aban eni aso ejuma media ana journalist ana insentrefo ana insemkafo no aye ewo Ghana yempuntiomu eno na aban ka kire Kojo Oppong Nkrumah yenyina enim or your Minister of Information of Professor from Boatin between from Boatin and Oppong Nkrumah obi a metuma trust no credibility wise no me trust from Boatin than Oppong Nkrumah. Me personally, I know what Oppong Nkrumah can do, how he's paying some media men in Ghana to lie to Ghanaians. And for Oppong Nkrumah to come and say what we call the World Press Freedom Day no abua Ghana ama yempuntu akoso, I will not debate him because it has helped the government of the day in some aspects. And when I say in some aspect, abaya etesono and the oba Ghana the press no ana in semtro ana ejuma na say in semka ejuma no omo yinipakuo bia abaya no mo musika pudio mo mu twa entro extra Ghana for. Now Ghana government MPP abaya when we have seen consistently time MPP ebetena so from 2017 till date the way majority of the media the way this government they have treated them. Aban way abambia eba in some juma na aban way abambia say ye can abanya almost share in some for swa abanya edi. Now I couldn't make us say MPP aban ebedi Ghana so from 2017 no eho enom de tabono eto radio ni TV any journalist omo dwen say omo de enya ade a omo befoa omo kata hye any proyeso. Into what they did was when they came into power radio ni TV bia no madwene omo say omo be kasa etia omo kro no omo bebo omo dwiri mo omo beye journalist omo be ku omo to say Ahmed Swale any omo be tata omo no the first thing they did through the communication ministry Asla Owusuno and through the Ministry of Information Kojo Oppong Nkrumah what they did first was that they shut down all radio and TV stations. Omo dwen say ende omo boni patua sa radio ni TV no meka ho asem. That time aban we ba power no na Burkina for Broni Zongo Broni Mustafa Hamid ono enana Minister of Information also Nkrumah sebio or kanu kre sebio ohore ne to imfie 5 times a day and san obompae no ogina so emeye close down radio stations as sebio ebeboa ema MPP aban we edi boni edi drum etia Ghana for and baby ayedui oba ewiase afa ne nyina se ye ka nkura eba se in some comfort to send me any omo Ghana omo eho kwan anase omo freedom no anase akwanya no dwuma mo hotomwa Ghana ye kurobia since say Kufuor ne MPP aban ebetena so no ye modebo no atiaba fom enye se bia atro die omaye senior Kufuor aban we etumi gina ho ene emu penifo eku journalist say Ahmed Swale omo ankasa member of parliament and also person be Ghana so no obegina radio so catch any TV so catch Ghana for say journalist oni anas ye dwuma yambo no tuonkunu yambo no na bia obetua o say onkofo endi ne dwum je bebe obetua endi na miensa endi na nan bosun ba ko mienu miensa ene e ball timu tuoku no ebesi ne MPP aban enka asem we ho hwe Ghana Police Service obo panyina odi anim dampare a Kufuor na to nsa frɛ no oya na adwene sɛ saa asem no onka ho asem Minoti krom ha na journalist tata omo ebi ti se concerned journalist ti se man se Azuri tata na odwane ko hye South Africa ende wasaba o twa tro no saa nyoma we nyina akase ani a ni ati krom ha na Kennedy Japan a oka MPP aban we hutena TV so ka say Erastus Asaredonkwa okọ reporti ewo ejura na MPP aban ene ni sojafo ne ni police for ebo Ghana photo no Kennedy Japan tena TV so say sa journalist no ono na nka president a anka obedi ni dwuma Sanyoma we nyina akoso the United States of America embassy of Ghana release the humanitarian report. Ni nyina omo ka wo mu se eye MPP aban we Akufo-Addo di anim no omo sai Ghana eba kama minkebi anase eye nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ dwumadi a omo ka ema sebio omo fam ho di sebio a obi ametata omo a Nana Danko Akufo-Addo any MPP aban we omo ye tuturafo a ende untumi nka wadwene ewo Ghana. Ni nyina ti krom ha ena na John Mahama eye president of the Republic of Ghana. Semtreni bia ni wan ho kaye ya nkotwe semtreni bia so sekan ya mbo semtreni bia tuo efrise na omo kasetia NDC aban enso under MPP no ende eba press freedom ewo Ghana untumi nka wadwene na meti krom ha ena na me ko ketahye na me ko proye. I was fighting corruption. I was trying to educate and inform Ghanaians. Ema Canada Japan se on tia enti oba America aba besume yenya media houses in Ghana no mu bosi. Oko Joy News it was one of their top stories. Oko OKFM Kwame despite dia any equia pokina na no fiance condom etias or the Maryland no na topic na omo de journalists for the Ghana omo no mama politicians for sa akwenya no they have given them that opportunity to suppress journalism and press freedom in Ghana today because the politician has always been scared of the journalists. What makes politicians powerful when it comes to fighting journalists and not journalism? It is when journalists, at the end of the day, connive with politicians to go after the people who are trying to fight misinformation and corruption. And remember, politicians, they only become bold to fight journalists when journalists are helping them. Kojo Oppong is a former journalist. He knows the job. He knows the complications in it. He knows how difficult it is to be a journalist in Ghana. And your board journalists need to almost 7 years. Oppong does not care to force his government to make sure, say, the police, they have investigated and then gotten things done. On one member of parliament, Canada Japan, Atna TV, so say young journalist. Atna TV, so threatening the former station he used to work at. And they've seen there, Oppong has nothing wrong, sees nothing wrong with it. So it shows you, say, the country we live in, no, some journalists say, Paul Ademotrimono, these things, they don't care because they are happy when their party, that is the MPP, Kwame Sefakai, the other ones like Kweku Bakumono, what they love to see, they say, power is given to their party. Whatever they use the power for, whether it is against a journalist or they don't care. When was the last time you heard Kweku Baku speak on Ahmed Swale's murder? When was the last time you heard Kweku Baku speak on Erasto Asare Donko being threatened by the same Canada Japan who threatened to kill Ahmed Swale and Ahmed Swale was murdered? When was the last time you heard Kwame Sefakai speak on it? When was the last time you saw Paul Ademotre do an extensive questioning on this thing? No, because they are working with politicians. Politicians become tool. They become dangerous. They are able to fight journalists. They are able to kill journalists because some journalists are working with them. Kwame Sefakai PDS scandal. He gathered journalists PDS and told them what to say, how to defend PDS, the corruption and criminality of the Akufo-Addo government that has given him a job today to do. Kojo Oppong did the same to Frimpong Boateng by organizing journalists Ghana to go and do what? Make sure, say, Frimpong Boateng with that integrity occupying that office, they disgrace him. So you have to understand, so who's a journalism, and I say the profession is being fought against, and I say they are struggling, or the press freedom of Ghana from now. It is because they are giving the politicians, they are telling them what to do, how to fight us. So with me, when I see politicians go after journalists in Ghana and working freely, I don't blame the politician. I blame the other journalists who call themselves senior journalists. You cannot come to America as a politician and sit on TV and say, this journalist did some investigation on my party, on my government. So if you see him anywhere, slap him, crack a canoe. In Ghana, you lose your seat. But we are in Ghana. There are some journalists sitting on TV defending Canada Japan's rots, Canada Japan's treacherous statements. You see, you need to understand the it is not just say it just happened. It is journalists helping politicians to murder journalists. It is journalists helping politicians to do what? Suppress information, solid information. Journalists conniving with politicians to lie to you. Until we need to look within. We need to look within. Kweku Sechi Ado When he was on the sidelines, what was he saying? When his NPP wasn't in power, he was always on TV, Kweku one-on-one, and the government. Today, he has been given a job at NCA. He's working. He's making billions. Let's talk about Paul Ademotri. He has been given a job at the airport. Let's talk about the former journalists who were all screaming on the sidelines that the NDC administration wasn't doing things right. Today, they have all been given lucrative jobs. So these journalists, these people, their job is to misinform you and protect their criminal friends who are the MPP government officials. That is why today, in 2012, when issues came up, when scandals came up, when Joy FM was cooking scandals, they could put everything on the screen. 2012, 13, 14, 15. Every single lie that Joy FM had, they will put it on the screen. This is a document from the Jubilee House. This is a document from the Flagstaff House. This is what John Mahama did. This is the contract. Today, Professor Frimpong Boateng releases a report. You tell Joy FM, you have spoken on the Galamsey report. Why haven't you shown one document? Said, oh, because of legal reasons. Today, when you expose the government of the day, Joy FM does not place the document on their screen. They will cite legal reasons because they need to kill the story. They need to protect the criminals. And that is what they have been doing to date. So when it comes to press freedom, it is not something that people think, say, it is we the journalists, we need to blame ourselves. The GJA, they need to start pointing fingers at those in Ghana calling themselves senior journalists who are misleading and protecting criminals. 24/7, Paul Ademotri stands on TV. He does not care about the ordinary Ghanaian, the Okom, who are the Pewuno. He cares about protecting NPP. So the agenda is go after John Mahama, and that is what his mission is. Kwame Sefa sits on TV. All that he does is call people who don't like John Mahama and NDC. He has forgotten that there's a national issue to discuss. There is a solution we need to have to save ourselves and save everyone. So all that they do is come on my show, let us find fault with the NDC. So when the MPP passes something in court, all that the Kwame Sefa and his group will do, let us blame NDC minority in parliament. There's another shitty lady in the United States, Maryland, Ekuya Poki. Her job is simple. Yeah, Santifo, yeah, Jumama Peace FM, yeah, OK FM. Asabusia, Yankofan Konfo, Mekasetia, a year, Asamona Casetia, NDC, and Tumafa NDC and Bima, Asamno, and Yejuma. And different pop watching Asamaba, now you can't the causes of Galamsey. People who have been cited, all that trash lady will say, didn't say, and yeah, from Pop Boateng, so yeah, Galamsey, into the Bajo from Pop Boateng, but we paid from Pop Boateng to do a job, and he has handed over his report to us. They're from Pop Boateng, yeah, and then the buyer, you know, we still have institutions that can go after them. In fact, if anybody has anything against Jojo and Professor Frimpong Boateng, they have the right to petition the special prosecutor. Yantianedi in 70 because Shraj said they did their investigations and never saw anything that Frimpong Boateng was into illegal mining. Maybe Shraj did not do it right. If you still have information, take it to the CID or take it to the presidency. But Ekuya Poki, etumetrani show, so let us shift the blame and make Frimpong Boateng the culprit. Instead, say Gabi, Kweku Bako, Lord Kome, MPP organizers, MPP MPs, NPP Nkrumah, they leave those people and start to go against the person who is trying to save Ghana. A honor problem, no one, a honor misinformation and disinformation, no one. So when you're smarter, you will not see it. They are using the media to destroy us. And how are they doing it? By giving them lucrative jobs, by making John Mahama and the NDC the topic of the day instead of the real issues. Ghana for Moshaminde, mo how pa ne saying. Mo how Edamoso ne saying. Mo how ne be. Has the government addressed your problems? No. What is the unique thing the government is talking about today? Oh, we are majority in parliament. Dr. Bawumia be the president and no yes supporting. Wow, NHIS are saying emfa anodom prehu. The health minister Becca say NHIS ne gu. Emfa no ho oda ho edwumem. All the 118 MPs of more parliament as are now, they don't care about Juma Unye being ye. Galamsey essay yensio. Nipa yebo butu. Ghana economy I say their focus is getting power again to steal from you. So we need to be very, very careful when it comes to discussing national issues. See, but now and you'll be winning to you. Ya pesa Ghana for a woody echo. You started showing almost 1 hour 30 minutes near. There are so many things we are talking about here, and the radio organ and you know why? Because they are helping the government lie to you. They are protecting the MPP government. It is a West Stadium. I remember my idea. Be more mutatia radio no abroche for Ghana for no. So mo betena radio so mo kasa. Mon kan kyerɛ mo sɛ ende yɛmpɛsɛ bɛte John Mahama din. Ende yɛmpɛsɛ bɛte MDC fo din. Mon kan kyerɛ yɛ de aban we betuma yɛ aboaye. Ɛno na yɛpɛsɛ yɛte. Sɛ almost static kasa o radio so amo se misrɛ mo. Yɛne yɛmpɛsɛ bɛte NDC fo din. John Mahama mempɛsɛ mɛte ne din. Can the aban we yɛ de asesama brabo, and that is the question you need to be asking. San sɛm na also obusa. Can the Baumia Castle be Yamameno, the MPP Castle be Yam, one country me and the MPs or more parliament or more MPP side. They don't even go on TV and radio to tell the people the Ayamamo and the Ebe Yamamo. All that they talk about is breaking the 8. They need the power because 2 million Omunya will be treated as slaves. Today we don't discuss national issues, we only discuss party issues. We only discuss NPP issues, how the NPP will stay in power. Majority of the media houses in Ghana, Nkrumah santime mu ko ha no patututu. Asemi bebebia o se ko twa NPP ho betare ho kakra. Ne twa NDC. Adenta se NPP di bone a yentumi nka omonim ti yemfa John Mahama betare ho. That is why we are here today. Intendo ko tie radio a wo fra se metrɛ mo medam ase. Me nne me pese mo ka bibi kyerɛ me. Ghana no aban be na hwe omu nsem. Ghana no ko parliament ahwanam na ye dodo no. Ende ede na aban na ya amaye under Ekufuado ne Baumia ne Alankash ne Kennedy Japan. De na o ma ya amaye. De na o be ya ma ya brabo ende problem e wo mu ye frim. So obi tira radio so any would di election 2024 ho nkoma a we jimi. So MPP need to radio so air catch or say in 2025 Baumia be say Alankash be say catch nipa say sebio ye nya jimi for. Problem da ho si yenim. Aban ni nguye adana ye jump ako 2025 akoka ho asem. And that is what we have to be doing today. Now yanko enim.
Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo